This is Dr. Trashbag, and today I'm reading on the TotalWar.com blog website for frequently asked question items, and I'm I'm honestly scrolling down the majority of it because it's like, is there a special version of the game that I can buy? It's just very direct in terms of buying more of their product, and it just seems kind of cringe to me. But going straight to the content part, that's where I'm going to start reading. So if this is the type of content that you like, I know I like it because I like to read about video game updates while I do chores or errands. Please consider like or subscribe to let me know that this is the type of content I should be doing more of. So, without further ado, content. Is Total War Warhammer 3 going to be set during the end times and feature stuff from Age of Sigmar? The answer is no. As with Total War Warhammer and Total War Warhammer 2, this third installment, Warhammer 3, is set around the reign of Karl Franz. Our primary source is Warhammer Fantasy Battles 8th edition, although we have and will continue to use older editions for inspiration where appropriate. Awesome. I definitely don't want an Age of Sigmar because I think Age of Sigmar is different enough to where it needs its own series. That's my opinion on that. I would not mind a end times if it's like a in game event where you have to overcome. I wouldn't mind that. Um, but yeah, I don't mind this answer either. That sounds pretty interesting. I'm glad that they made that decision. Definitely not to do Age of Sigmar. What races will be available in Total War Warhammer 3? So the answer is we'll be excited to confirm that Total War Warhammer 3 contains a wider selection of individual races than any previous Total War core title. All right, so they're showing off that they have the most amount of races versus any of the other Total War Warhammer titles. So let's see if that's true or not. Deep within the realms of chaos, the four ruinous powers of Nurgle, Slaanesh, Zeech, and Khorne prepare for war. Two mighty kingdoms stand sentinel, and the stern warriors of Kislev and the vast empire of Grand Cathay along these grand legendary rosters. We also welcome the monstrous Demon Prince and his faction, the Demons of Chaos, to the fray. Read more about him below. So far, CA has revealed rosters for all of the empires, of course, because we can now play them. So Kislev, Grand Cathay, they're kind of like our good factions, or kind of like they want control, not chaos. Then you have Khorne, Zeech, Nurgle, and Slaanesh, as well as the Demon Prince, which are the kind of like evil factions. They want more chaos. And then there is the Ogre Kingdoms, which is kind of like a weird, I don't know, would you put them as neutral, or they just want to eat a lot, which could be evil when you're eating humans, I suppose. But let me now know below where you would put Ogre Kingdoms. Let's see, anything else here? No, there's a video there if you want to see the gameplay reveal. The Demon Prince. Who is the Demon Prince? So the answer is the Demon Prince is a brand new legendary lord in the Total War Warhammer universe. A nightmare made flesh, driven by merciless need for vengeance. He leads the demons of chaos into battle and has access to units from all four of the Chaos Gods. A truly formidable foe, the Demon Prince also comes with special customizable options, creating a truly unique and personalized gameplay experience for the first time in Total War Warhammer. So to elaborate on the word customizable, CA gave the Demon Prince a name that strikes fear in the hearts of its enemies, with a profanity filter, of course. Huh. To make sure nothing offensive is being used and avoid sparking another war. And customize his design with hundreds of items, creating billions of potential combinations. Each part changes the appearance and stats of your demon. For example, using an armored corpulent tail provides an ability Slime Trail with a plus 10 armor and plus 3 hit points, while a Masquerading Helm provides armor bonuses, new melee attacks, and the ability to do Slanesh. Sorry, I had to shoo my cat away. Armor bonuses, new melee attacks, ability to cast the Slaneshi spell Phantasmorgia. I'm sure I mispronounced that. But to continue, do you want the Demon Prince to be a spellcasting powerhouse, an absolute tank, or a fast-moving damage dealer? It is up to you. Okay, cool. Yeah, I actually haven't played the Demon Prince, but it is something that I think a lot of people would dig, just because it's so customizable. And hats off for CA doing that. Next question. What faction does the Demon Prince lead? The Demon Prince leads a faction called the Demons of Chaos and can mix and match his units from any of the Chaos Gods, letting you build terrifying armies. So if you want to lead an army containing Demonettes, Beasts of Nurgle, and Zeech Flamers, this is a legendary lord for you. Next question. Is there any cool stuff I can do with him? Answer. Yes. In reward for winning battles, conquering settlements, and crafting buildings, you earn a resource called Demonic Glory. This comes in 5 flavors, one for each of the Chaos Gods and one for Chaos Undivided. And when you capture a settlement, you have the choice to devote it to a specific god, which grants access to recruitment buildings and further glory gains for the particular god. As certain thresholds are met, the gods will also grant the Demon Prince new body parts, armor pieces, and weapons, which substantially enhances his stat boosts and new abilities and spells. As more favor is gained with each god, more advanced demon units are unlocked for your recruitment. So as your glory levels rise, as does your unit variety in battle. Plus, you can unlock new features from each god. If you want to teleport across the battlefield like Zeech, now you can. Midway along the glory track, you can also dedicate your Demon Prince to a single Chaos God, which unlocks you to that god's most advanced body parts and high tier units. Some of the pieces are part of sets that you can equip to gain bigger bonuses. So if you dedicate yourself to Khorne, for example, you can equip his high tier set and gain big buffs for Khorne units. Or you can dedicate yourself fully to Chaos Undivided, which unlocks high tier units from across all 4 gods. The point is, it's time to design your own Demon Prince, embellish him with customizations, which would mold him to your playstyle and unleash him on the battlefield. Okay, yeah, seems pretty cool. I remember reading more in depth with him, and it was kind of if you're good at everything, you're not great at one thing. And so, yeah, I think the customization, making him look badass or a stat badass, would be pretty interesting. Can I play my Demon Prince in multiplayer? Yes, the Demon Prince can be played in customized battles, but not ranked battles. Okay. Next question. Is all the new Kislev and Grand Cathay content for Total War Warhammer 3 legit? Yes, Games Workshop has expanded and created these factions and partnered with us. You can find out all about them over at the Warhammer community here, including some great interviews. Next question. Will there be combined map for owners of all 3 games? Yes, though currently our focus is on Total War Warhammer 3. We will release a massive combined map that will be a huge free DLC for owners of all three games, and we'll have more detail later. Note that you will need to own all three parts of the trilogy through a single storefront in order to claim this DLC. Yeah, so that's a big. Um, that's just a lot of activation energy for me to ask a friend to, come play with me. Because if I want to do Mortal Empires with that friend has to drop $150 if they don't already own the other two games. And that's not even counting all the DLC. So that can be difficult to find friends that want to play this game, which is a shame because I really enjoy the co-op experience where up to 8 people can play and do their turn together. We don't have to wait for separate turns. It's really handy. Is next question is all the new Kislev and oh no, we already read that one, and we already read that one. Will there be a Blood for the Blood God pack for the Total War Warhammer 3? Yes, much like the Blood God 2, it will be free for anyone who owns the previous version of the DLC. For either Warhammer 1 or 2, it will be released soon after launch. Will you be continuing support for Total War Warhammer 2 after the launch of Total War Warhammer 3? As you might expect, our focus will shift towards supporting Total War Warhammer 3 following its launch. We have released the Silence and the Fury DLC for Total War Warhammer 2 this year, and are continuing our efforts to patch and update the game as necessary. Yeah, I'll click that link. I remember seeing that my Total War Warhammer 2 was updating, but I couldn't find a patch notes. But this update was in November. The update was like May or April of 2022. So this isn't helpful. Huh. All right, gameplay. Next question. What is a Total War Warhammer 3 survival battle? Answer. As part of the Total War Warhammer 3's campaign narrative, each faction you play as must embark on a terrifying journey through the 4 realms of chaos. To achieve your aims in each realm, you'll need to overcome the demonic forces you encounter in a rare and epic new battle type called a survival battle. Check out this trailer to see it in action. So yeah, that's like where you have to beat 3 different waves and then you basically win, but you can buy more units. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I could take it or leave it, to be honest. To be successful here, you'll have to carve your way across the map and secure 3 capture points while fighting off multiple waves of demons. As you capture parts of the map, you will earn battle currency called supplies that allow you to build towers and barricades, recruit new warriors, and upgrade and replenish your units. The waves of demons will increase in number and difficulty as you progress before the climax, where you fight an exalted demon belonging to that god. Survival battles are playable in custom battle as well as multiplayer, so bring your friends to help you manage such an epic encounter. What are the new game modes? Alongside survival battles, Total War Warhammer 3 will also feature domination battles, minor settlement battles, and Storm of Chaos battles. The former is a brand new multiplayer battle mode, while the latter sees the return of Total War favorite that's brimming with new features, which differentiate it from its predecessors. You can read more about the battle changes coming in Warhammer 3 in this dedicated post. More on settlement battles in our siege rework here, and the Storm of Chaos and updates in our magic system here. Next question. Is Total War Warhammer 3 being localized in my language? Total War Warhammer 3 only has English language audio. However, UI and text localization will be available in English French, Italian, German, Spanish, Russian, Polish, um, Czech, Turkish, Brazilian, Portuguese, Korean, and simplified as well as traditional Chinese. Next question. What are the multiplayer options in Total War Warhammer 3? Here are some details to sink your teeth into. Multiplayer campaign. So yeah, I really liked that they added a co-op in which my friend and I can do turns at the same time, because I tend to like to micromanage my buildings, and it kind of makes it towards less time of him just waiting around. I also like that every battle, he can give me some units or I can give him some units, and we can do the battle together. That way we're not just watching the other person fight for 15 minutes. So yeah, multiplayer campaigns now support up to 8 players, and all players' turns are taken simultaneously. And that's just if you want. You can choose to have your own turn, but I don't know why you would actually want that, because it's so much nice rather than waiting for your friends to take their turn. Players can choose to make and break alliances with other players as they see fit. I don't know. I swear I do it to where that's not allowed, but then again, my friend and I don't ever think about that. Uh, but yeah. In addition, all players may join any battle which another player initiates and may choose to join the player's army or their opponent's army. The player who initiates the battle can grant control of any unit or units that they choose to the other player on their team. This makes for fun, inclusive, high energy battles where no player is left on the sidelines to spectate. Yeah, I agree. That was a big update, and honestly, for CA, that was a big amount of brownie points for me to have that, because one of the main things I do while playing this game is co-op campaigns with a friend. There are 3 distinctive campaign scenarios to choose from, offering a range of geographical and playtime scopes. So, the Realm of Chaos, the full campaign identical to the single player version. Each player must establish an empire, traverse the Chaos Realms, gather the 4 Demon Prince souls, face Bellicor in a final battle, and decide the fate of Urson. The next type is Darkness and Disharmony. This is a free-for-all sandbox campaign focused on a demonic invasion of Grand Cathay, where players fight for control of key settlements. Players can join in as Grand Cathay, Ogre Kingdoms, or as one of the 4 Chaos Demon races. Keslev and Demon Prince do not feature in this. Huh. So back before there was mods and when you can turn it off, the whole demon thing, I guess another way you could have got around that was with this. Interesting. Something Rotten in Kislev, maximum 3 players. A 3-player cooperative campaign designed to be completed in a single session. This is based in a compact campaign map across the Kislev territories. Interesting. Okay. So this is more if, like, you and your friends just have a Saturday night to play and you're not going to continue over weeks. That's nice. Multiplayer battle. Warhammer 3 offers a range of multiplayer scenarios for 2 to 8 players, including some completely new to Total War. Domination mode is a competitive area control mode where players must defeat enemy forces, capture objectives, and dial in reinforcements across a series of specifically designed area maps. Survival battles allow players to team up and relive the survival battles of Warhammer 3 Realm of Chaos campaign. Each survival scenario has 3 difficulty levels to choose from. Minor settlement and siege battles allow. Okay, there should be a space there. I believe that's a typo. Allow players to attack and defend across a vast range of new siege and minor settlement maps created for Warhammer 3. In addition, players can also set up multiplayer battles for the following battle types: land battles, free-for-all battles, ambush battles, choke point battles, and subterranean battles. I like choke point battles because then you can just get like a nice sturdy front line and some artillery pieces and archers, and basically take over or take on, two armies or something vastly high number, but you're bottlenecking them. I really enjoy those type of battles personally. Ranked matching changes. Some key improvements have been made to our ranked battle system. There are: your opponent's race pick is hidden until both players have locked in their race picks. Okay, that's good. I don't play a lot of multiplayer, but that makes sense to me because you don't want to, like, if I pick Nurgle and then I automatically see my opponent change into Siege or Cathay when they were gonna pick, I don't know, Kislev or Skullbrand. It's, I don't know. It just makes sense to me that it wouldn't reveal it until you both lock it in. Race picks are then revealed to both players, and armies can then be built. Okay. We've also altered our Elo rating system to use a more traditional calculation of player win probability similar to chess. Interesting. Next question: will Total War Warhammer 3 support mods? Yes. I mean, at this point of recording the video, Workshop is up and going, and I really appreciate that. I think in my Nurgle campaign, I think I have like 10 to 13 mods just to make it more fun for me to play. But yeah, then they go on to talk about the chat. I don't really care about that. Whatever people usually do. I usually do Discord with my friend or through the Steam chat. Yeah, so that's it for this update page. Or actually, it was a frequently asked question page. Please like and subscribe if this is the type of content that you like to see. Please comment below on your thoughts. It really helps out the channel, all three of those, and it doesn't cost you anything but 5 or 10 seconds of your time. All right, thank you all, and I'll see you in the next episode.